Hello everyone, Under King Duck here, and today I'm going to make a quick little video for Phasmophobia on the 6 evidence tools that we have in the game, and just give you a general idea what the easiest evidence to get in this game is versus the hardest evidence. I guess think of it like a tier list. But yeah, just to give a recap in case people are new, the evidence tools in this game is the spirit box, which is this. You talking and be like, hello, how old are you? Where are you? Do you want to hurt me? And if you don't get a response, it's probably not that. Then you got your EMF reader, which detects EMF, goes 1 through 5. You got your UV light that shows fingerprints if they touch a door, a switch, or a window. Those 3 things will give you fingerprints. You got your ghostwriting book, in case they want to give you an autograph. You got your video camera where you turn it on, you put it here, and then you look and you be like, wow, I'm a ghost because I'm not showing up on the video camera. And then you have your freezing temps, which you can use a thermometer to get that, but you really don't need it, and you don't start with that when you start the game. But usually you can tell if you have cold breath. Now, in terms of the easiest evidence to find this game, like by far, in particular order, it's definitely going to be Spirit Box, because Spirit Box is the easiest one, because unlike and maybe Ghost Orbs, but Spirit Box is like, once you find the ghost room, you just ask it the 3 questions, make sure the lights are off, and say its name once before asking, like, a question, like Linda. Like, if we were in Linda's room, we'd be like, Linda, where are you? Linda, how old are you? Linda, do you want to hurt me? Linda, do you like pizza with pineapples? Because then we can't be friends. Like, yeah, stuff like that. Usually, if you don't get a response, it's not Spirit Box. But it's super easy to get Spirit Box. The second one's freezing temps. Now, temperatures don't drop right away in the ghost room. Like, for example, if the ghost spawns right at the front door, because it's happened, and it's a freezing temp ghost, it usually takes, I don't have a hard estimate, but I'm going to say at least a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes until the temperature drops. Sometimes it might be faster, but I've seen times where it takes a little while for the temperatures to drop. But freezing breath's easy to see. You just have cold breath, and that's very easy to get too. Just got to wait a little bit. The other one that's incredibly easy is definitely the, well, this turned on by itself. What the heck? Is the orbs. Now, orbs, they spawn in the beginning of the game. If you play on a bigger map, like say Asylum or High School or Prison, and the ghost's favorite room has a camera naturally in it, and you cycle through the different computer screens until you find their room, and you see an orb in it, you can find an orb super easily too. Now, the only thing that makes ghost orbs a little bit more tricky than, say, the spirit box and freezing temps is sometimes the orbs can spawn in weird locations where you may not necessarily see it on the first camera you put down or the camera that's in the room. Because I've had cases where the ghost was in one of those restroom stalls in high school, and I put a camera in there, and I couldn't find the orb. So I think it was either clipping through, like, the stalls and stuff. But if you get in situations like that, just try your other evidence and just rule them out. And then if that ever happens. But yeah, definitely the damn camera is incredibly easy to usually get orbs. You just maybe a little bit more effort. Now, the next one I'm going to say is definitely fingerprints. Like I said previously, you can find fingerprints on windows, light switches, and doors. And if you're on the prison map, which in case if you're not on the beta build, you don't have that yet. But if you're on that map, you can see it on the cells as like a little fingerprint like this. This one could be a little bit more trickier to get because there's times where the ghost is definitely interacting with stuff. And you're not getting fingies even though it's a finger ghost. Now, from something I learned, if the ghost flickers the lights on and off really fast and returns back on, I don't think you normally get fingerprints. But if the ghost turns the light off and doesn't turn it back on, then that should pretty much be a guaranteed. But yeah, generally speaking, it's easy to get fingerprints, but sometimes on rare occasions, or depending on the room, it's really hard. But yeah, they should make it so you can get the fingerprint evidence on like furniture and stuff, because sometimes the ghost spawns in a room that's very big. Cough, Jim, cough. And it may not be near any of the doors, and that could be a little bit of a problem. But yes, that's the fingerprints. Now the next one that's almost the hardest, it depends on the ghost, is the ghostwriting book. The thing with the ghostwriting book is, now someone once said they think that it can be signed if it's in the ghost's spirit room, that the ghost doesn't have to interact with it. Now I don't think I believe that. I think this is proximity based. So you have to put this near the ghost, and I don't think the ghost just, I think if the ghost walks over it or gives it a little bit of a fling and decides to interact with it, then you get ghostwriting. But sometimes you'll put the book down and it's a small room, and that ghost will take its sweet ass time to sign that book. So yeah, this is a little bit harder to get at sometimes, but I think it does depend on overall activity and stuff. And the hardest one to get, which I normally don't even bother doing this because I just rule everything else out, is EMF level 5. Like, there's rare cases where I'll check for EMF, or if I have an objective for it. But other than that, EMF level 5 is a little funky because, like, I think some people think that EMF will just go to level 5 if the ghost is near you. But it depends, I think, on its activity or how much it's manifesting. I like to think of it like that. So even though the ghost can be right in front of you, it can be giving you a 4 and then all of a sudden just spike to a 5. Or it could just spike to a 5 really fast. Like, it is sometimes really hard to get an EMF level, and I think it's one of the hardest ones to get because it depends on the ghost's personality, I guess the ghost type, and obviously if it's not an EMF 5, you're not going to get EMF 5. But if it is an EMF 5 and it happens to have the shy personality, it is a little bit hard to get that sometimes. Definitely harder than the book. Now, anything else that I want to add? Yes, definitely there is, because I noticed in the trailer for this game, they asked him to check for dirty water, and they said if it and dirty water came out and it was a spirit or a wraith. Now, I'm gonna tell you right from now, that's not true. First of all, if you want to get dirty water, you don't have to turn on the water. You don't have to do it, because the ghost, if the ghost goes near the water and turns it on, it's automatically turn on and be dirty. You don't have to turn it on. I see a lot of new players do that. You don't have to do that. And second of all, having dirty water doesn't rule out what the ghost is. I don't know why they include that in the trailer, because that's very, 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 like, just inaccurate in the ghost behavior. Like, any ghost can give you dirty water, I think. I'm pretty sure they can. And the other thing to mention is, because I noticed in the trailer, so why not mention it now? If by some chance you don't have a thermometer and you're sweeping with an EMF, just because the ghost interacts with a door doesn't mean that's necessarily its room. How ghosts work in this game is, like, for example, I'll just show you. Like, let's say, for example, did I take the key? Yeah, let's just say, for example, the ghost is in, its favorite room is, let's say, yeah, right here, this hallway. If this is the ghost's favorite room. Now, I noticed the ghost can interact with this door, this door, this door, this door, this light, this over here, then over here. Yeah, it could, like, interact with everything here. And if you have an EMF leader, it could be misleading. Same thing with, like, say, this living room ghost. So living room ghost, I know they can interact with this door. They can interact with this. Oh, speaking of living room ghost, interact with this door. And I'm pretty sure they can interact with these lights. I'm not sure. I think you can interact with this, but I'm not sure. But I know it can definitely touch the lights. But yeah, and I do think they can actually interact with adjacent rooms. So, like, if you're in this room, it can even spawn in this room and try to spook you. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say anyway. Just, you know, a quick little tier list and a little explanation on some things. But yep, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys found it informing, because it was pretty short and I was just making it on the spot. But yeah, that's the end of this video. If you guys liked it, leave a like. If you dislike it, leave a dislike. If you want to follow me on YouTube, subscribe. If you want to follow me on Twitch, follow me. I stream almost every single day now. Almost every single day, because I'm not working, but I am looking for a job. Unless I become a full-time content creator, but that's a little bit hard. I mean, I'm sure most of you are aware. But anyway, yes, I'll see you guys in the next video, and thank you guys so much for watching. See ya and have a great day.